Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. I happen to know that none of the women listening to our show, save a few, read the Wall Street Journal. For the little ladies out there, virtually anything I read to you from the Wall Street Journal is new material. Remember, if you haven't read it, as they say, it's new to you. Some of the guys read, some don't. But there is a big column in the Wall Street Journal, in the marketplace section. By the way, I read the Wall Street Journal daily. And you'd be surprised how much show material I find in the Wall Street Journal. And this blows me away. I'm going to read to you the first paragraph of this column, and I'm going to skip ahead to the part that I care about. Tie this all together. It says here, many top executives are besieged these days by nonprofit groups seeking help for a myriad of causes, according to columnist Carol Heimowitz. They realize that corporate efforts to improve society can enhance their company's reputation, but it isn't always easy to know which projects to support. The old model of corporate philanthropy no longer works. Steel magnate Andrew Carnegie, for example, donated millions of dollars of his fortune to build libraries, universities, and museums. But he also badly polluted towns where his steel mills operated and dealt harshly with workers, even hiring Pinkerton guards to shoot at strikers. A solution for a growing number of CEOs is to focus on programs that directly relate to and benefit their businesses. Now let's skip ahead to what one company is doing. This is the Wall Street Journal. Shelley Lazarus, CEO of the ad agency Ogilvy and Mather, says corporate social responsibility initiatives also serve as forms of advertising and brand building. She believes that, quote, customers get impressions about products from hundreds of sources. But when they believe a company is a good citizen, they feel more positively about a brand. Her ad agency recently developed a new campaign for Unilever's Dove soap. With this idea in mind, it uses the slogan, Campaign for Real Beauty. And it shows women who are wrinkled, chubby, or freckled, announcing, quote, we believe beauty comes in many shapes, sizes, and ages. Well, may I just say, before I read any more here, that Unilever may believe that, the people who make Dove soap may believe that, the ad agency may believe that, or maybe they'd like you to believe they believe that. But let me make it really clear. Men do not believe that. And in reality, who are women scrubbing up to look good for? Men. When women get in that shower and the water is on their face and they're putting the Dove bar to their face, they're trying to scrub up for guys, hoping we will find them attractive and impregnate them and give them half our paychecks. Those who, as the column says, are wrinkled, chubby, or freckled, these would not be at the top of the preferred list. Doesn't matter how much money Unilever, the makers of Dove soap, make to various organizations that would improve the self-esteem of chicks. Goes on to say here, to supplement its ads, Unilever has donated money to what they call a self-esteem fund. to support educational programs for girls that may help counter eating disorders and other problems. That's great. Of course, I think if girls put less Dove bars in their mouth, more on their face, that would go a long way towards making them look better. And if they would stop eating like pigs, you would not need a self-esteem fund from Dove soap or anybody else. Now, I understand, by the way, I'm in the advertising and marketing business. That's what I do for a living. Don't get me wrong. I think companies should do whatever they have to do to sell as much product as they can. No, I don't mean they should fire shots at workers or, do really outrageous illegal things. But anything within the law that will help them sell more product is good. And, if taking the chunky and the wrinkled and convincing them that we care about them or that they're beautiful or that we're contributing to their self-esteem by giving money to a self-esteem fund, if that helps them sell more Dove soap, fantabulous. I'm behind it 100%. But I'm simply telling the truth here, in that it doesn't matter what Dove soap says. Guys don't agree with this. We do not see beauty, especially in the wrinkled and chubby, or even the fat. We do not. And no amount of money contributed to a self-esteem fund is going to make you feel better when we don't ask you out on dates, all you chunky, wrinkled chicks out there. It's not going to matter how much money Dove soap can... By the way, that money in the self-esteem fund, where exactly is that going? Is that going to buy Sara Lee cheesecake bites for the girls feeling sorry for themselves? I'm curious as to how you spend money that is in the self-esteem fund. We're going to counter eating disorders and other problems with the self-esteem fund. They're at Dove soap. I mean, the reason you have eating disorders is because women eat like pigs, and then when men don't want to date them or marry them, hand over their paychecks to them, then they start binging and purging, hoping to make up for lost time, hoping we will find them more attractive and more desirable, people we would want to marry, which we won't. It's that simple. Am I wrong about this?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Life is not running around the circle of your penis.
Actually, it is.
No, I don't think so.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Sholanda, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, what's up?
Not much, Sholanda.
Tom, I like you. As an African-American, 25-year-old lady, I do like you, but I think your views on some things are incorrect. And
in what way are my views incorrect?
First of all, the comment, your views are skewed on a non-Christian perspective, first of all.
Well, dear, I'm not a Christian.
Okay, well, but you cannot say that all men are like that.
I didn't say all men. Fat chicks are for poor guys.
You said fat chicks are for poor guys?
Yes, dear.
I disagree with that. I really do.
Really? How many rich guys with fat chicks?
I don't know that, Tom, but what I'm saying is I disagree with what you're saying.
Well, can you name one?
Okay, well, let me say.
Can you name a rich guy who's with a fat chick?
Star Jones' husband.
He's rich?
He's well off.
He's rich? What does he do?
Tom, I disagree with
You don't even know if he has any money at all. She has money. But does he have money? We don't even know.
I'm sure she wouldn't be with him if he didn't have.
Why do you say that? If you look like Star Jones, you might have to take what you can get. Good-looking guy, no money.
Tom, I disagree with you only because I do think that our society is based on image. I agree with that.
But guys are not attracted to wrinkled, fat women. If they are with a wrinkled, fat woman, it's because they can't afford anything better.
I don't know. Okay, Tom, we agree to disagree on that issue. But
I'm listening for any hint of an example that I'm wrong.
Okay. I don't know any examples of a poor or rich man with a woman. I don't know any rich men, okay, with an overweight or wrinkled woman, okay?
Let's take some rich men we know. Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Fat wife? No. Kobe Bryant? Fat wife? No.
No.
No. Michael Jordan? Fat wife? No.
So do you think that if his wife became overweight, he will leave her? No.
That's what most guys do. If they can afford it.
Well, and two, I think white men and black men are a lot different.
I just named 3 black men who have beautiful wives. Beautiful, thin wives.
Okay, but you can be beautiful and not thin. I'm sorry.
But these men do not have fat wives.
Okay, then that's those men.
Who are let's take African-American men strictly. Name a rich African-American man who has a fat wife.
I just told you won on that argument because I don't know any rich, powerful...
Name one. There's plenty of rich, powerful black men around.
Okay. Well, I don't know what their wives look like, okay?
I mean, ever see Jay-Z with a fat woman?
Who, Jay-Z?
Kanye West, he lives down the block from me. Ever see him with a fat woman?
I haven't seen Kanye West with anyone.
Well, okay. But have you seen him with any fat women? No.
No.
I mean, in fact, can you name a black man who's with a fat woman who has any money?
Okay. Okay, Tom.
And the answer is no, you can't.
Okay. But just because there's not, I just disagree.
So I love how women love to say that African-American men are different. You know what? African-American men are more likely to be poor. That's why you see them with fat women.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because African-American men with money do not have fat wives and fat girlfriends.
Okay. Okay, Tom. Okay, well,
I'm giving you this opportunity, really, and I'll give you the next 10 minutes to sit and think about it and tell me, name one rich black man who has a fat wife.
I agree with you, Tom, a long time ago, but you keep going.
Oh, all right, you agree with that, then?
I agree with what you're saying, because I don't know.
So, believe me, African-American men and white men agree on this issue, dear.
Okay. Well, let me change this subject. This is not even what you're talking about, but yesterday I was listening to you, and I tried to get through, I couldn't call. But the comment...
By the way, why don't you close the door to your car? That dinging is going to drive us nuts.
Sorry about that. Someone called yesterday and talking about she was an RN, and she had a 2-year degree, and a doctor called in and said, that's impossible. And someone else said, that's impossible. That's not impossible. There's schools everywhere in the United States that has...
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about here.
I know that, but I had to prove my point.
And again, we're talking about whether you're an RN.
But it doesn't matter. You can be an RN with 2-year degree.
All right, fine. Still has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Incorrect information.
All right. You said it. Stop repeating it. It's Melissa on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm okay.
Love your show. But anyhow, I have to disagree with something to you today.
What?
I'm a fat porker, and if I'd find me a rich guy that'll take me for all the good stuff that I can offer, he could always make me over and make me into a size 7 if he'd like, or even a 5, because you know what?
Why do you need to wait for money to do that?
No, I don't have to, but I'm saying...
Why don't you do something about it today?
Oh, I am. I actually am. I've decided to turn the world around and make it nice for my poor husband. But it's okay, though. You know, as long as he loves me, like my friends used to say, my guy friends, by the way, I may be a little on the chubby side, but I have a beautiful face.
Yeah, how much do you weigh, dear?
188 pounds.
And how tall are you?
5'4". I'm a porker with a big ass and big boobs.
All right, and
I'm sorry.
Now, Melissa, how much does your husband make?
He makes about 50 plus.
That much?
He's poor. He's a poor bastard, but I still love him.
But that's what you get.
Exactly. But you know what? When I was
weigh 188, that's what you get.
No, but you know what, Tom? When I was skinny, when I was 125 pounds and I was 5'4", I had a great rack, great butt, nice flat stomach.
So why did you let that happen to yourself?
No, well, wait a minute. But you know what? One thing about what you say is all these chicks have a low self-esteem. That was me. Even then, I always picked the loser because I had no self-esteem. So either way, I was shot in the head even before I was fat. I was already on the lost train, you know? But now that I'm a little older, I've figured out that I don't need, like you said, the money. I'll lose the weight on my own. But you were making a point about how rich guys get the hot-looking chicks. Well, you know what? I think they hide them in the closet for a while till they're working out and they look good. Then they show them off.
I'm telling you, most women, once they get fat, do not go back.
Oh, yes, we do.
No, most of you don't.
I guarantee it.
Why did you let this happen in the first place?
I'll send you a picture of me, Tom, and in 6 months, I guarantee you I will look.
Why? Look, if you love your husband, why did you let it get to this in the first place?
Because he loved me, and you know what? I went overboard.
Why?
I ate myself to fat.
Why?
I have no excuse. There is no excuse.
I mean, aren't you happy?
I have kids, you know, and they just let it get to me. Like you said, there's no excuse, and there isn't. There really isn't. And
you run the risk your husband will run off with somebody else. I don't care what you think.
Oh, I am. I know that for a fact.
All right.
Any woman that says that's not true, they are in total denial. I believe that, yes, I am at risk of my husband going out and finding a good-looking woman. My husband's 40 years old, and he's hot. He's not ugly. He's very masculine. He looks great.
So why would you take a chance and let something like that happen?
You know what? Exactly what I've been asking myself for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to change that.
So you don't disagree with what I'm saying?
In a sense, yes, because you know what? A guy with money doesn't always want a money-grubbing whore.
Well, why are you assuming that anyone attractive is a money-grubbing whore?
Come on, Tom. You more than anybody knows that most good-looking women out there are out there for what? To be taken care of because they're too damn lazy. They're too busy in front of the mirror to get...
I see. And all the fat chicks are industrious. They're not lazy. Sitting on the sofa in front of the TV, eating like pigs, please. I love a woman 188 pounds accusing thin, attractive women of being lazy. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Bill on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Bill. Sorry about that. Hey, Tom.
Hey.
A little nervous, man. My first time caller, man. Anyways, I just wanted to comment real quick, man. You know how you get, you know how you marry women and whatever, and then they look good, and then all of a sudden they just pork up. Take a look at John Edwards' wife, man. When they first got together, man, she was kind of a hottie.
Yeah.
But now, man.
That's right.
You know, there's no even, man, I don't even want to talk about it now.
You're right about that.
Ridiculous, man. And I just wanted to comment real quick about what you're talking about earlier, man, how these women call in and they talk about their PhDs, or that woman from Mensa, she called in or whatever, but I don't think women really get the idea of a generalization. You know, like you said, it's just general. It's not specific to one person or one thing or whatever. It's just an observation. And I just don't think they understand how to differentiate what that word means or whatever.
Yeah.
And basically, that's just all I wanted to say.
Bill, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Kevin on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Dan? What's happening?
Oh, not much, son. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today, but I just want to dispel this myth that us black guys, we don't all like fat chicks. You know, I'm tired of these heavy-set white chicks always smiling at me, thinking, you know, I'm gonna take leftovers and stuff. Now, I like the chicks with the nice rear ends, you know, like the video vixens and stuff like that. You know. Yeah,
if you could get Kobe's wife, you'd be all over that.
That's right. That's right. So now I was at the House of Blues last night. You know, at this little show last night, and I was just sizing up women, you know, and some of these women need to jump down and do some exercise, just plain and simple. I got a little girlfriend right now. You know, she jumped down, do her sit-ups and stuff, keep her body in shape. She knows what we want. You know, one day we might want to go, go to Jamaica and run on the beach, and you can't do that with no big chick, you know.
Right.
And I'm just wanting to dispel the myth that us guys, we like, you know, big chicks, you know.
Well, you know why that is? It's what I said earlier. I think black guys and white guys are the same in this respect. None of us like fat chicks. The reason you see more black guys with fat chicks is because you see more black guys who make less money than white guys.
Right, you know, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the 6 digits guy yet, you know, but I can, you know, I make pretty good, decent money. I make about $70 a year.
Hey, $70 a year is nothing to sneeze at. That's a good living.
Well, you know, not here in L.A., though.
Well, I understand, but $70 a year does not consign you to fat chicks.
Right, you know, so that's what that's what I look for, you know, and I just wanted to spell the room, you girls, jump down, do some sit-ups. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in here and do me 30 minutes on the treadmill right now myself.
Good for you.
I just want to do that to keep my blood pumping, you know. We need to keep that state.
You are right about that, Kevin.
Yeah. All right there, Dad.
Thank you, son. Appreciate the call. Amber, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay, Amber.
I just wanted to say that I think that rich men should not be punished with fat, nasty wives.
We can afford the best.
Oh, of course. I think that it's ridiculous that you have women calling in here 188 pounds. Is that what she said?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, get on a treadmill.
Yeah, take the fork out of your mouth.
Sorry.
Well, that's what you have to do, is take the goddamn fork out of your mouth.
Oh, of course. She said she ate her way to 188 pounds. Oh, my God. How long did that take?
Well, you can't do it overnight. I know that.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Amber, thank you for that. I appreciate the call. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Malia, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Malia.
How are you?
Great.
I just came in. Actually, I overheard you talking to a black girl about 15 minutes ago, and I don't know, I guess you guys are arguing about people being fat. But I just wanted to say there's a difference between being fat and being thick.
No, there really isn't. People who say they're thick are in denial. They're actually fat.
Well, it's all about how you're shaped and how your body's proportioned.
No, if your breasts are thick and your waist is thin, then you're not thick.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
If you have a 36-inch rack with a 24-inch waist and 36-inch hips,
that's not thick.
That's thick.
Because a lot of these women also have fat thighs, fat calves, fat arms. They call themselves thick. It's like the women who have co-opted the word curvy. I'm curvy. No, you're fat.
Well,
Marilyn Monroe was curvy. You're fat.
Right. It just depends on how you're shaped. That's all I wanted to say. I mean, you can be, I don't know, 5'5" and like 130 pounds, but as long as you carry the weight in the right places, I don't consider that.
Most women don't carry it in the right places. They carry it in their little beer gut. These women don't need purses. They got a big purse hanging right behind their navels.
I agree. That's all I wanted to say, though.
All right. Thank you, Malia. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. Allie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I just had a quick remark for you. You said there was no wealthy black man that had a heavy-set wife. I do know of one.
Who?
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer is bankrupt.
Well, technically he's bankrupt, but he has...
Not technically bankrupt. According to the United States Bankruptcy Court, he is bankrupt.
Even if he's bankrupt now, he's been married to her for a long time, and when he was very well off, he was still married to her.
He was very well off for about a minute and a half.
Well,
MC Hammer was no Stevie Wonder. You know what? He had, one big hit record, and he was a big hit for about 6 months, and that was it. Most of his life, he was a bat boy for the Oakland A's or bankrupt.
Okay.
All right, so, great. MC Hammer. Bankrupt man, has a fat wife, not surprised.
Well, okay, Tom.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Talking about Dove soap. Oh, yeah, they're helping out the community. That's right. Are featuring women who are wrinkled, chubby, or freckled in their advertising. It's called a campaign for real beauty. And they say, we believe beauty comes in many shapes, sizes, and ages. And I just wanted to say that no matter what Dove soap says, men do not agree.
1-800-5800-TOM.
Really?
1-800-5800-866.
I know when my dad took the strap to me, I damn well deserved it.
Nobody deserves that.
You don't think you learned a lesson along the way? You turned out all right, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm 46, and I learned not to have kids. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Jan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement there?
I have a statement.
Oh, okay.
What about Anna Nicole Smith?
What is her husband's name?
I don't even care what her husband's name. She
Case closed. So what?
So she's not now.
So what?
And somebody will marry her and marry her again and again and again.
Well, what was she married to? An 89-year-old guy in a wheelchair who died 6 months later?
What does it matter?
Great.
Look at her now.
So what?
Look at her now.
Who is she married to?
And she was fat.
Who is she married to now? Has she been married to anybody under the age of 89?
Hey, she's got the right idea going.
Well, you know what? If I were 89, I'd marry anybody under 30 if they were 700 pounds. I'd take what I get.
700 pounds, 400 pounds.
If I was 89 years old, I'd be thrilled that anybody was willing to sit on me.
Yeah, but that's not
Either they're going to break my knees.
She wouldn't break anybody's knees, and she's hot.
Are you kidding?
Fat, and she's still kind of big boned, and
she's not, dear, she's not big boned. She's chunky. She looks better than she did, but her weight has gone up and down.
Yes, but I don't think you guys should be sitting there smacking on fat chicks.
Well, dear, they're such a big target.
That is not fair.
Dear, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
What do you weigh?
About 180. He's laughing at me. I used to weigh 120 pounds, and for no reason that I can think of, I gained weight.
No reason. How about all the eating you were doing?
No, that has nothing to do with it.
No, that had nothing to do with it. The eating was unrelated.
Differently now than I did 2 years ago. I got married. That might have something to do with it. Oh, and that's
how much does your husband make?
Don't it?
How much does your husband make, dear?
Pardon?
How much does your husband make?
How much does my husband make?
Yes.
Enough. He's not rich.
Much?
He's not rich.
How much?
30 grand a year.
30 grand, is that in Canadian dollars?
Yes, it is.
So what's that, about 20,000 a year?
Oh, please.
I'm serious.
I know, but there's a difference.
20,000 in the United States. I can't speak for Canada, dear. You're calling from Toronto, but I can tell you that 20,000 a year for two people, that's like below the poverty limit.
I didn't say I didn't work.
What do you do?
I do lots of stuff.
What do you do?
I'm a hairdresser.
How much do you make?
Tons.
How much? No, you weigh tons, dear. How much do you make?
That was harsh. How much do you weigh?
Dear, it doesn't matter. I'm rich. I'm rich.
How much does your wife weigh?
Dear, I'm not married.
Oh, well, that's a pity.
You think so?
Yeah.
What, I want to give away my money to somebody else? No.
Nobody wants your money, though.
Oh, no, nobody wants my money. Yeah, women don't want my money.
No.
Sure.
Well.
Dear, this has nothing to do with me. You're the one who called in here. Darling, you're proving my point.
No.
That a woman who weighs 180 pounds, the best you can do is a guy who makes $20,000 American dollars a year. That's the best you can do.
That's the best I can do?
That's the best you... Well, if it's not the best you can do, why didn't you try to do better?
My first husband. What are you kidding?
Oh, does he know that?
Sure he does. I tell him all the time. He's a great first husband.
I see. So he's like a starter home. He's a starter husband.
Gets me on the map, right, honey? You get me on the map?
You sat on the map, we won't be able to see the map.
Well, I can see the map.
Why don't you put your husband on the phone? Let's talk to him.
Digging on fat chick.
Put your husband on the phone here. I want to talk to him.
Okay.
See how satisfied he is.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
Todd.
Todd. I was talking to your wife there, and now the honest truth here is that at your salary, which is about $20,000 American dollars a year, she's about the best you can do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't be with someone who weighs 180 pounds if you could afford better, would you?
No.
All right, of course you wouldn't. So you're with her because that's the best you can do, right?
Yeah.
And if you could do better, you would. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my point right there. So you can put her back on the phone now.
Okay.
Hello? Why am I in trouble now?
Well, because he told me the truth.
What's the truth?
He told me. I asked him.
Well, okay.
I said, if you made more money, would you be with a woman 180 pounds? No. I said, so at $20,000 American dollars a year, a woman who weighs 180, that's the best you can do. He said, yes.
Well, that's okay.
But it's true. And by the way, dear, I wouldn't throw him away too quickly because you're not going to do much better.
Oh, so who? You and your no wife?
By design, dear.
Or by lack of...
Why would I want to pay your grocery bill? Are you kidding me?
My grocery bill has nothing to do with this.
Are you kidding me?
Eating has nothing to do with it.
Oh, no. You have a thyroid condition, right?
No, I didn't say that either.
I see. Hey, what'd you have for breakfast today, dear? A celery stick?
I had a bowl of cereal. Rice Krispies, to be exact.
Rice Krispies, What'd you have for lunch?
I didn't eat lunch.
Didn't eat lunch. What'd you have for dinner?
Potatoes, and I just got back from a
potatoes. That's a nice slim snack. And what'd you have for dinner?
Volleyball afterwards.
What's dinner?
That was dinner. My potatoes was dinner.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
I see. I guess at $20,000, that's all you guys can afford to eat.
Well, no. That's what I chose to eat. Has nothing to do with
right. So you just miraculously, like the Michelin Man, somebody pulled the valve and you blew up like a pontoon.
No, I never said that either.
I see. Well, how did you get so fat?
I don't know.
Come on.
I've been going to the doctors.
Oh, yeah. What'd the doctor say?
They didn't say anything yet.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I'm active. I play volleyball. I do housework. I do all the things that a regular woman does, and it's
so what?
No excuse for anything.
Ooh, you do housework. Yeah, as you look around North America, you can see how well housework is working as exercise.
You want to come into my house, mister?
What for?
To see how clean it is and how much work there. I'm not making excuses.
I don't care. I don't care what housework you do. What? Pushing a vacuum cleaner is going to make you lose 70 pounds? You got to be kidding.
I didn't say that either.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm active.
Yeah, I know you're active, too.
Well.
Your own husband just admitted to me that if he didn't make so little money, he would be with somebody hotter than you.
Okay. I would be, too.
What?
It's a mutual agreement here.
Dear, it has nothing to do with money. You know what? If you were hot, nobody would care how much money you made.
Well, that's
the only reason how much money you make.
Married.
The only reason how much money you make matters is because you're fat.
Well, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I wasn't fat, and it didn't matter then.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the excuse for then?
Yeah, by the way, do I have kids in the background, too?
No, it's a dog.
It's a dog making noise. You going to have kids, too?
Nope.
No.
No, I have no kids.
All right, and you're not going to have any?
No.
All right.
No plans on that whatsoever. It's my dog.
Yeah, I know. He wants to eat some of those celery sticks off your plate. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Let's say hello to Rose on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
I have a statement.
Yes.
My statement is, well, I'm 26 years old, and I've always been thin. And being thin has actually been great because I've gotten to date, corporate lawyers, dentists, business owners, all these people that take care of me, And if I was fat, I don't think any of that would have ever happened.
I think you're right. I think the other women are having a very hard time accepting that.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, they've paid my bills, they buy my clothes, and it's not that I ask them. It's just, they want to pamper me because they like who I am. I have a good attitude. They've paid for my college. And if I was fat, none of that would have happened.
That's right, dear.
Love your show, and I'm a first-time caller.
Thank you, Rose.
Bye.
Appreciate the call. It's Todd on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 How are you?
Buffalo. Hello.
I got a big echo. Sorry. Hey, I just want to say there's a big difference between fat and ugly. Would you agree?
Not for my taste.
No.
No.
Not really?
No. Seeing rolls of fat with drips of sweat dripping from them all the time, I don't care if the prettiest face in the world is perched on top of that.
Are you kidding me?
No.
No, I couldn't agree less. Well, see, my wife is only 140 pounds.
Only? Only 140?
Only.
How tall is she?
About 5'2".
And she's only 140, meaning she's only about 35 pounds overweight.
That's right.
So, by God, only 35 pounds overweight, meaning...
We have 2 kids.
Meaning she's morbidly obese.
She's what?
She would be termed by doctors morbidly obese.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I guess I can't agree with you at all.
Well, you don't have to agree with me. I'm just telling you, if you're more than 30 pounds above your target weight, you are termed morbidly obese.
Really?
Yes.
Morbidly?
Morbidly obese, yeah.
How would you determine morbid?
I'm not a doctor. I'm telling you what doctors would classify her as.
I see. Well, for me, I'll tell you what. There's nothing sexier than a woman who's pregnant and overweight.
Wow, you're a chubby chaser.
I love it. To be perfectly honest, there's nothing better than a big round belly.
Uh-huh.
I love the big round belly.
Okay, but most guys don't feel the way you do.
Well, that's their point.
Yep, see that? That's more loving for you there, pal. Thanks a lot for the call. Our email address is my name. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.